They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Plucks it out of the air. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Gets it past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on second down. It's caught. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
With the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Henderson. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. Past the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you talk about versatility of the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Cox. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Quarterback may change this route. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Auburn lines up quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. What they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the ground, it's Cox. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires on the move. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
How about that job after the catch on a critical third down? He's able to make people miss. He's able to use his speed. Ball was thrown out in front of him so he could advance it, and all of a sudden, this offense set up first and goal.
And the Bruins will try to punch it in on first and goal. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Henderson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quick strike complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there. And on third down, and I need that yardage, I can go to him, and he'll get the first.
Turning it on. Oh, he's got a chance. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Going to swing it on second down. This time on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires to the big fella.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Cox. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bruins are on the move. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Wants to fire on second down. Still looking on the move. Trying to make... Ball is loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. With the catch, it's Cox. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Oh, better look out. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him out.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the shotgun, the inside give. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And we are dead even here in the 2nd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Might be changing the route. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Oh, he's got some space. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Henderson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Kane. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. He wants to go deep. Got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He'll set up to throw. Gets rid of it. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He goes out of bounds, no time remaining on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Direct snap, it's Henderson. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. He's over 150 yards rushing, channeling his Lionel Little Train James, James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Brent Fullwood, a great legacy of Auburn running backs.
And let's go to the age where, like, people like me actually remember and were alive with Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams. I mean, the list goes on and on of just guys who have been unbelievable in that orange.
Unleashes one deep. Got it! Touchdown, Tiger! And that one will give him the lead. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bruins with myriad options after the air on second down. Grab near the marker is Cox. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Cox. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got him this time. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Ruiz. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last
play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes a catch at the 20. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Auburn. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Rolling right and going deep. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Carr. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite. Charcoal.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. On target. Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
The Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots, trying to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Henderson. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got a man. It's Cox. He's out of bounds, but not before... enough for the first down. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Buys a little extra time. On the run, deep down the right side. Knocked out of bounds. After a good gain on that one, they'll spot it at the 43. And the Bruins are on the move. Looking to pass. It's Gandy. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Using the quick game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Quarterback making checks. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag. the field. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The short hands, it's Cox. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Here's a throw downfield late. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.